Hey guys, so with 8.0 on its way, I felt like it'd be a great idea to make a tips guide for some of the new players that are going to be joining us. Hopefully this helps them and anyone that has recently started. If any of you longtime players slash veterans feel like I missed something very important, please post it in the comments as this will help everyone out. The main 5 things I'm going to cover in this video will be Energon usage, forging, gold, XP slash leveling up, and familiarizing yourself with the 3D fighting. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to discuss is Energon, which is the premium currency in this game. And I feel like a lot of new players are probably going to lean towards the premium bot crystal, wanting to expand their roster, which I'm not opposed to. I'm not going to tell you guys not to, but I will advise you not to do it so much. Maybe, limit yourself to like 3. And that's the cutoff, man. Just stop right there. And I wish someone would have told me this, because when I first was starting off in this game, I was blowing my Energon left and right. Every time I would get 100, I would go into the store, buy a premium bot crystal, get a 2-star bot, and cry. But no, seriously guys, the drop rates, they look, I might get that 26% chance to get a 3-star, but 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to get a 2-star character, and they become obsolete pretty quickly in the game. So there's a lot better ways to spend your Energon. One of those, of course, is the mastery cores. As you level up in the game, you're going to get mastery points, and some of the masteries require cores to unlock. That you have the tier 1 mastery core, and of course the tier 2. The tier 2 costs a pretty significant amount, so it's a good idea to have Energon saved as you level up, and as you know that, okay, I want this mastery, I'm going to need a tier 2. It's a good idea just to have the Energon already saved up, or you can just right away buy the mastery core and have it saved for later. But mastery cores, I think, are very important, so it's a good idea to spend your Energon on those. And every now and then, Kabam, every week, every few weeks, every month or so, Kabam likes to have Energon deals, which can include sparks, gold, resources to level up your characters, and occasionally they sometimes have even crystals for Energon, crystal shards for Energon, which is a way better investment, honestly. And you can also spend it on energy refills to progress in either the spotlight missions or in the story missions a lot more quickly. So how do I get Energon, you guys might ask? Well, you guys can come in here to the store, and this is the only way. You have to spend $100. I'm just kidding, no. So this is, of course, the pay to win way. If you want to have Energon right away, you can go ahead and do so. Every now and then they have like limited time offers, which sometimes they're pretty good. Sometimes they'll include like additional crystals, additional like rank up material, things like that. But the free way of getting Energon, and I've been doing it for free since January, and I would have so much more Energon if I didn't spend it on featured crystals during like my live streams. Opening up a bunch of crystals, I've spent probably like 2,000 to 3,000 just on crystals alone since January, which makes me sad. But Kabam about a year ago introduced ads, and as you can see on the right hand side, you can watch a total of 3 ads per day for a total of 15 Energon for free. And here in the objectives as well, if you complete 7 of the daily objectives, you can get 10 free Energon. And here in the achievements, as you progress in the game, you can also get some more Energon as well as crystals, which is, once again, you don't actually have to spend your Energon on premium bot crystals or crystals in general. You can get them for free through the achievements, and Kabam has also made it very easy to get crystals as well through the monthly achievements for the spotlights. You can get some additional crystals this way. So it's not a bad idea just to keep saving your Energon as you progress in the game. And another way to get the Energon will be either through the story or through the special spotlight missions. Each difficulty, of course, has 3 chapters, and each chapter has 2 missions. Each mission, as you go through it once, you will get 10 free Energon, and if you go through it again and you 100% explore it, you will get an additional 15 for a total of 25 free Energon per mission. 2 missions per chapter, that is 50 Energon per chapter. 3 chapters, that is 150 Energon per difficulty. There's 5 difficulties, so if you're able to complete all 5, that is 750 free Energon that you can get per spotlight. So you can get your Energon that way. Same thing with the story mission. And the third way to get Energon for free is through the arena crystals. So the arena crystals, you can get them through the milestones and sometimes through the rank rewards. Also through the rank rewards, you can sometimes get shards to, for the premium bot crystal shards. So there's a lot of different ways to get bot crystals that way you don't have to actually spend Energon on buying them that way. But these arena crystals, they, aside from providing Energon, they also provide gold, which is very essential in this game. But the Energon, it's kind of on a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm going to put some pictures here of some of my latest and recent arena crystal openings. So this first one here is 728 arena crystals that I opened up, and I got 729 Energon. It's kind of on a 1-to-1 ratio with the Energon from what I've seen. Sometimes it's a lot more, sometimes it's less, but on average it's about the same. And on this other picture, 528 arena crystals that I opened up, I got 615 Energon. So it's not a bad little, side piece of getting some Energon for free. And another way they can get these arena crystals is through the away missions, which you have to send a bot away for a little bit depending on the time, but you're guaranteed basically whatever this is depending on the strength of your bot. But these arena crystals, they don't require too much, and the amount of gold that you have to put in order to send the bot to go on the mission, you get more of it back in terms of the arena crystals. They just give you more gold, so it's always a good idea to do these away missions that have arena crystals in them. So the next thing on the list is forging. In this game, you can't sell your characters, but you can forge them into one another to further strengthen them, and in return you get some gold and ore back. I recommend doing this once you have a good sized roster. The last thing you want to do is lose half your bots and struggle to get sufficient arena points, or use them like for away missions or a base defense. It's always a good idea to have some bots in reserve. And you can't forge characters of the same star tier, only lower star tiers can be forged into the higher ones. So we're going to demonstrate real quick with Grinder. And I only recommend forging once the bot is kind of ranked up. And here we have my 4-star Grinder, and I'm going to forge a 3-star Grinder into him. As you can see, the 3-star is only rank 1, level 1. It's going to give him, let me see. He's going to give him 9 forge levels, as opposed to, say, this primal that I have, a 3-star primal. That's rank 4, level 40. Signature also comes into consideration, so the higher the signature, it also gives a little bit more XP as well as shards. So if we do primal, he gives 20 levels, so not too bad. And as you can see there, the forge level is at 75 is the max, but as soon as you forge a character of the same name but 1 tier lower, so if we do say the 2-star Grinder, let's just go ahead and forge him in, it's not going to unlock forge level 100. You have to forge the same bot 1 tier lower. So let's go ahead and do Grinder real quick, and it should unlock forge level 100. So there you go, and there it is. We got some gold and ore back. So it's just something to consider, guys, and I do recommend doing this once you have, say, a 4-star character or a 3-star character pretty close to maxed out, rank 4, rank 5, then you can consider forging characters into one another. But I still recommend, if you're starting off, kind of save your characters, use them mainly for arena, for raids, and other stuff. It's just a lot easier and a lot better to conserve your characters until you find someone that you really like and want to strengthen them up a bit. Third on the list is gold. You will always find yourself running out of gold in this game, especially when you start forging. All the gold to level and rank up your bots disappears quickly. Gold you freely acquire from missions, forging, deals, arena crystals, duping bots, base defenders, and alliance missions. While it's easy to get gold, the main one being alliance crystals, Energon and gold, best of both worlds. There are ways to efficiently maximize your gold profit. This is where relics come into play. You can have a variety of relics on your base that have a variety of buffs, from increased attack and HP to more mission XP. Some of these relics also provide increased gold percentage. This applies to everything I mentioned earlier about acquiring gold, And these relics are, of course, the Star Saber, which provides increased gold plus 10%. And ignore anything related to story missions or special missions, guys. This actually gives increased gold everywhere, and that's why it applies to pretty much anything. The cloaking field also gives 10% gold generation, and the last relics are the Hound relics. These give 10% gold. The gold one and the silver one gives 5%. And how do you acquire these relics, you might ask? So go over here into the raid store, and kabam, every now and then they'll rotate and they'll add new relics every few months. Currently, you can buy the Hound relics in the store using relic tickets that you acquire from fully exploring every chapter in a spotlight difficulty. So if we go into the current spotlight, Galvatron Rises, if you view the rewards for the easy one, once you fully explore every chapter, you will get 1 relic ticket. And if we move on to medium, you will get 2, and so forth as you progress in the game. So it's a good way if you're gonna plan on opening up a bunch of arena crystals. It's a good idea to have these relics on your base ready to go, and you will see a huge increase in the gold that you will receive. Up next on the list is XP / leveling up. I think we've all played enough games to know that leveling up is important. Leveling up in this game will provide you with an immediate energy refresh, increase your energy cap, increase to your spark cap, some rewards, and a mastery point. It's important to equip the XP relics and an occasional XP boost when going through the story missions and spotlight. Some of these relics are the unstable Energon cubes, which help provide 15% XP, and as well as the matrix of leadership. Story missions will provide more XP, but I do recommend going as far as you can in the spotlight missions since the rewards are much better there. Once you finish all of the story missions, you will want to continuously farm Act 3, Chapter 4, Mission 5. If we get into it real quick, you will see there is a Drift and a Sharkticon right away. Take your pick, beat them, back out, and rinse and repeat. You won't get any gold, but you will still receive the XP. It's the best way to level up at the moment since you aren't spending Energon walking across empty nodes to finish a path. And the last major tip is to familiarize yourself with the 3D fighting and bots. The fighting in this game was completely new to me for an app game, and it took me a few months to get the hang of it, but with practice comes perfection. I highly recommend going into a fight for a few minutes and just avoiding all of the enemy attacks, sidestepping, dashes, range attacks, backstepping melees when you're up against the wall, and dodging specials. I've probably been hit by about 1,000,000 specials by now. It's not fun, but the more you become familiar with the game, the easier it becomes. With that said, I hope you find these tips useful. If anyone feels like I left out something important, please post it in the comments. And a big welcome to all of the new players.